What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to set your key bindings so you can do easy hot swaps. You can set this up both to just swap between your kinetic and energy weapon, or between all three: kinetic, energy, and heavy. So the first thing you want to do is you're just going to want to load up Destiny here real quick and just double check one thing. Namely, sorry, wrong screen. I'm going to go into your settings screen over here and make sure that your key binding storage is set to computer. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and just make sure that it's set, and Alt F4. Oops, all the things you don't need to see now. So, let me take you back here. Once you've closed it down, you're going to pull up a file browser of some sort, whatever you choose. Windows Explorer works fine. Go to your local disk. You want to go ahead and go into Users, into Project 2501, or whatever your username is in this case. Mine is Project 2501 on here. Go into AppData, go into Roaming, go into Bungie, into Destiny, and finally into Preference. Here you'll find, I believe this is a backup copy that I made before I started messing with anything. So if you go in here real quick, I can show you. This is kind of what the version looks like. Oh, no, this is not it. I lied. It's just, I don't know what that is. Just an extra file. Ignore all of that. So basically what we are focused on here is the cvars.xml file. I currently have it set to read only because of how this thing works. So just want to make sure that it's set to not read only. Hit OK. You can go in here and edit. You can open, but it opens it in a browser that doesn't usually work too well. So you want to either hit edit or go down here to open with, and you can use Notepad, WordPad, or search for another app. I can just hit open in Notepad. Next thing you want to go down and you want to look for your next weapon or switch weapons. So currently I have it set up so it cycles through all three weapons. With the next weapon option here. So you'll see every input has two values that can be set, a primary input and a secondary input. Generally Destiny doesn't let more than one input being overlapped, so that's why you have to make sure it's read only, but with this trick, this is how it works. So you want to go in, so for me right now I have it set to next weapon, but I want to actually have it set so that I switch weapons when I do my hot swapping. So I'll just set switch weapons. I'll make sure it's on the other side of this exclamation mark, because the first one is your primary binding, your second one is your secondary binding on the other side. So put J there, and then you'll want to just make sure, I already have it set, but you want to make sure that your move forward is also set to that same key binding. This can be any binding that you want. Pick whatever is convenient for you. I find J to be fairly convenient because it's out of the way, but I can still kind of easily switch over to my movement keys if I need to. So move forward is set to W for standard WASD, and then J is also set there on my hot swap. And then finally, I come down here to hold sprint, because I use a toggle sprint. Normally, I set a hold sprint here to J as well. And so now J is commanding both hold sprint, move forward, as well as switch weapons. So you will go in, you'll want to hit save. Close that. You want to right click on it, go back into properties, and make sure it's set to read only, because if you don't set it to read only, there's a good chance that Destiny will just clear those values out and be like, that's null and void, that makes no sense, and you won't be able to actually use that exploit. So once you've got that all set, you can go ahead and load Destiny back up. Destiny, there it goes. Taking an unusual amount of time. Okay, so we can go and load into whatever character here, and I can now just show you. Just drop into Eventide here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, it's loading in. I've always wondered. So if you go into here now, so you see move forward is set to J. You'll also come down here and you'll see hold sprint is set to J. And you'll also come down and switch weapon is also set to J. So all of those are now set to J. And so when I come in here, I can now not doing real quick swaps. So that's how you do it. If I had set it the other way so it was next weapon, you would see me going from here to here to here, but it's kind of hard to do a quick swap on that. So yeah, that's how it works. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, hit me up. It's pretty straightforward. I feel it's just a matter of finding the right file, editing 3 variables, and making sure that you set it to read only, and then hot swap all day, boys. Good luck out there, have fun. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Appreciate it.